Today on America's Court with Judge Ross.
You're trying to go to a school to follow your boyfriend who was applying to the same schools.
So,
right?
Have you ever been in love?
In my courtroom, it's about equity and fairness. Did you slap him?
I did slap him.
Stop. In that scenario, who should pay for it? Justice should be more than just some foreign concept. I actually want you to learn something. You don't provoke people when they're dealing with issues involving their mental health. Now, as a parent, that's the takeaway.
Fair, firm, compassionate. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Allie Goltz claims her college entrance essay was flagged for plagiarism and says she deserves a refund of the writing fees she paid. Ms. Goltz is suing Colton Hunt in the amount of $4,000.
All rise. Remain standing and come to order. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Kevin Ross presiding.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
All parties been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Deputy Thomas. All right, Ms. Goltz, you want this $4,000 because of an essay that didn't get you into college.
Yes.
Prove your case.
Hi. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for hearing me out. I'm suing Mr. Hunt for $4,000 because I bought 4 essays at $1,000 each.
Yes.
They were supposed to be unique to me.
Yes.
However, at the University of Alabama, it was flagged for plagiarism, and
because you didn't write it.
That is correct, but I think it's also because he wrote a similar one in the past, and so he kind of gave me something that wasn't unique. He gave me something he already made.
As opposed to giving the school something that came from you.
As opposed to giving the school something that he wrote specifically for me.
Mm-hmm.
And so...
As opposed to you writing it yourself, because college is about showing who you are, what you bring to the environment. It shows I am capable, I am ready, I am mature enough for this experience. I take who I am and my integrity and my name seriously. I'm not someone who's going to be lazy and find the easy way out.
I actually have something to say about that.
Of course you do, otherwise you wouldn't be here.
I told Mr. Hunt all of those wonderful points that you were saying about how I have a lot of
Was this before or after you wrote him the check?
Well before, Your Honor.
Okay.
I was explaining to him what should go in the essay because I actually do better one-on-one, and since I couldn't meet with somebody from these schools one-on-one and instead I had to submit an essay, that's not my preferred form of communication. So I communicated to Mr. Hunt first.
My biggest challenge, and well, before I say this, Mr. Hunt, let me hear from you, sir. So you're in the business of writing other people's essays.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Mind you,
I bet you're... how do I say this?
Loser.
I'm sorry, you said loser.
Some would think so due to my current living conditions.
Because, I mean, we've got, in this situation, on both sides, 50 shades of stupid, you know? Because what we're dealing with here is someone who is okay with not truly representing the students. I understand helping someone on an essay, but you actually write the essay as if you were the person.
Yes, sir. And might I say, I do a mighty fine job of doing so.
I'm sure your parents are so proud of you for doing this.
Your Honor, I am highly selective with my clients as well. I heard out the plaintiff's story. She told me about her anxiety of actually putting words on paper, and I understand that. I've worked with hundreds of previous clients.
So here's what makes sense to me. I actually happen to be a very good writer, if I do say so myself, Deputy Thomas.
I will second that, Your Honor.
I will
also say that I'm not so good in terms of tests. And so where I fall short, my writing supplements that. And so I use the writing as a means to help me in areas where I would otherwise be under the performance of other people.
Absolutely, and my entire business model is to make sure to accentuate all the positive aspects of my clients.
But you didn't do that. You actually said, I'm going to write it for you, as opposed to give me what you've written, let me edit it, let me suggest some things in terms of how to make it stronger, how to really pull out your personality. That's not what you did, unless I'm reading the complaint wrong.
Yes, Your Honor, that is what I do. However,
you didn't do that with her.
No, I did do that with her, sir.
He gave me leftovers.
Coming up on America's Court.
Well, I did find it funny that he didn't tell me about the whole Alabama thing.
Yes, he did. He told you through not telling you.
And later.
And he's
constantly yelling at them.
Like a curmudgeon, if you will. Like, I'm not happy with seeing all these young, youthful, spry little kids. That's your reputation, sir?
That's what they say.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross. America's Court is back with the case of Allie Goltz, who is suing Colton Hunt for breach of contract.
And before we even get to the whole plagiarism, you're trying to go to a school to follow your boyfriend who was applying to the same schools.
So,
right?
Have you ever been in love?
You don't get to ask the questions up in here. It's not about a question of love. You're not even taking this seriously. You're giggling as if, this is a fun thing.
It's a return. My product didn't work.
Wait,
and
I'm still talking about this boyfriend that you're trying to follow and applying to the schools that he's applying to, as opposed to saying it's about me and what my major is and what environment is more conducive to me growing to the next level, not he plays football. If he wants to go to this school, I want to go to this school. If he wants to go to this school, I want to go to that school.
He does play football, and he's book smart, but I'm not as book smart as he is. But what I find important in life is being able to stay together. I have a vision board.
You applied to the University of Alabama because ultimately that's where he got in, correct?
Absolutely correct,
right.
Yes.
You wouldn't have got into the University of Alabama. You didn't think you could get in on your own.
I thought the stakes were too high to bet on myself.
Stillman College is literally less than 3.5 miles away. They have a much higher acceptance rate. Now, the other part of that is Stillman is a black college. And you made a statement about how you felt that the University of Alabama was racist. Why would you want to go to a school if you're thinking that school is racist in the racist South?
Maybe I can bring something special to the school to change minds, to add to conversation.
So that makes sense to me if you want to go because of you.
Well, the things that I find important are not necessarily in the academic world.
But Mr. Hunt wrote you 4 exams.
Yes.
Because initially your boyfriend was talking about going to Stanford and USC and UCLA.
Yes.
And you were like, then I want to go to Stanford. Then I want to go to UCLA. Then I want to go to USC.
And Berkeley, sir.
Did I ask you a question?
No, sir. I simply wanted
So then you're good.
Yes, sir.
Do you see why I can't get my money back?
Are you still with the boyfriend?
Yes. I mean, it's hard for me. It's because he already left.
And so where are you at now?
Emotionally?
I don't care about your emotions. Where are you at physically in terms of school?
I'm still in Topanga. I'm still in Topanga. And
so the bottom line is you didn't even enroll into a community college?
I'm taking a pause. I'm taking a break to process the fact that I wasn't able to achieve my dream of living and being and studying with my boyfriend.
Okay. See, part of it is, and I have to remember, you're young. And you were with this boyfriend since junior?
8th grade. It's so sweet, and I really wanted this to work.
So what did he think about what you were doing?
Well, I did find it funny that he didn't tell me about the whole Alabama thing.
Yes, he did. He told you through not telling you. Because what he was telling you was, I don't want you to go to the same school with me.
No. That can't be it. I mean,
if you've been with him since the 8th grade, and he tells you about the other colleges, and you apply to those colleges, and then he up and turns and goes to another school and doesn't tell you, he's telling you something. He's like, I need you to step off a little bit. I need you to give me some space. You're suffocating me.
I think that's what this break is about.
But in situations where you're trying to pick where you want to go for a guy.
And now it's ruined because the letter didn't work to the college. I was not accepted because he sent something plagiarized.
Mr. Hunt, did you guarantee that this was going to be the case?
No, sir.
She would get into these schools?
No, sir.
Because last time I checked, I don't know, call me crazy, But Deputy Thomas, typically when you're applying to colleges, what is it that they take into account?
Well, grades.
Grades! And there's sometimes tests. The ACT, the SAT. So for you to say this is all Mr. Hunt's fault, it defies logic. And you're lying, you're engaging in liabilities with the school.
It's not illegal to have somebody write your essay for you.
If I'm a school, I don't want you, if you can't write your own words and tell me why I should have you come in.
I expressed those things to him through the way that I can talk best.
Wrong. You did not. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here and you wouldn't be suing him. You're suing him for $4,000 because he wrote you 4 essays, correct?
Yes.
You're not disputing that you wrote the 4 essays.
I wrote her 4 essays for 4 California universities, so technically she never even paid me for the Alabama essay.
So she actually applied to 5 schools.
And I only wrote her essays for 4.
So you took one of the other essays and resubmitted it to the University of Alabama?
I paid for those essays. They were mine. I could do with them whatever I want.
Then why did you just not buy one and use one to apply to all 5 schools?
Well, because I did not want to run into the problem of plagiarism or have something that wasn't unique to each
And then you said, I'm going to throw the dice and see if I can get away with it here.
Well, I didn't
and cut
expect
corners
the Alabama
because
thing.
My boyfriend now is trying to get rid of you. I can't say it any other way. The gavel must come down in favor of the defendant. That's a lot of money to be 18, to spend on a guy. I see you tearing up. I love that. Because that lets me know that you're actually feeling and experiencing what it is that I'm conveying to you.
This is not easy.
We're not having a conversation anymore. I'm telling you, this is actually for your own good. Your matter's dismissed. Case closed.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been dismissed.
You used leftovers of your letters, and I don't appreciate that.
I gave you exactly what you asked for.
Coming up on America's Court with Judge Ross.
And I see her pedaling away on her bike. So I come off the porch, I go to the back of the car.
Yes, sir.
I could see a 6-inch scratch in the bumper.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Sam Maxwell claims his neighbor's daughter was unsteady while riding her bike near his car and says he should be reimbursed for the damage she caused. Mr. Maxwell is suing Cameron and Mike Vasquez in the amount of $800.
You had some car damage, sir, to the tune of $800. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, Mr. Maxwell. And you're saying the Vasquez family should be responsible.
That's correct.
All right, Mr. Maxwell, sir, prove your case. Go ahead.
Okay. One evening, I'm sitting on my porch. It's about 7:40, and I see the defendant's daughter coming down the sidewalk on her bicycle.
Okay.
Close to my car.
Uncomfortable for you.
Right.
All right. And what, did she look a little unsteady or a little wobbly on the bike?
A little unsteady, unsure.
Let me start with you, Mr. Vasquez. You have a daughter.
Yes, my daughter Elizabeth. She's 8 years old. She's just barely got the training wheels off her bike. She's learning.
Training wheels off. Oh.
She's very confident, not like what our crazy neighbor here is saying that she was unsteady.
Well, why is he a crazy neighbor? Because had you had some problems before?
Not us personally, but around the neighborhood, he's known to be a crazy old man.
Oh, he's known.
There's a park right in front of our house, and there's kids running around back and forth.
So there's a park, there's a lot of children in the area.
Yes.
And he's
constantly yelling at them.
like a curmudgeon, if you will. Like, I'm not happy with seeing all these young, youthful, spry little kids. That's your reputation, sir?
That's what they say.
Coming up on America's Court.
But you all aren't disputing the fact that she came in and said, I hit the car.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, why are we here?
That's what we're wondering.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross. America's Court is back with the case of Sam Maxwell, who is suing Cameron and Mike Vasquez for property damage.
So let's assume that's true about his reputation. Are you saying that he's not telling the truth as it pertains to his car and Elizabeth?
He is obsessed with his car, his expensive car.
You did everything but answer my question. I said, does that mean what he's saying about his car and Elizabeth is incorrect?
It's correct.
It's correct.
Yes.
Elizabeth her bicycle and the car had a little meet and greet.
Yes.
All right?
That's correct.
And after the meet and greet, there were some sort of damages, I take it, to the vehicle?
Yes, sir.
What are you rolling in, Mr. Maxwell?
Okay, I have
I think he
a
wants to show you some stuff.
750 BMW.
All right now.
This is the
Take it, and then
damage.
you-
Go on
anything
with your
else
bad
wanna get?
self.
Repair
These
order
are
or something?
the,
Yeah, I'll take it all.
And BMWs are
Awesome.
not cheap when it comes to fixing them. So there was some sort of damage. What exactly was it, sir?
I asked her to get away from the car.
Did you say, get away from the car? Did you, get away from my car?
Well, sort of. So get away from the car. Right after that, the car alarm goes off, and I see her pedaling away on her bike. So I come off the porch, I go to the back of the car.
Yes, sir.
I could see a 6-inch scratch in the bumper.
Did you ask, or did you hit his car?
Yes, she came in
She came
saying,
to us.
saying, Daddy, I got scared, almost fell off the bike, kind of, and hit the front tire of my bike.
Stop. You weren't there, but the person who would questionably be the responsible party gave you an admission. That's what the law we would say. Even though she's not here, if it was made spontaneous to the time that the incident occurred, it has inherent trustworthiness, and so it's not considered hearsay, even though in small claims courts we allow hearsay.
Judge Ross's verdict when America's Court returns. This is America's Court with Judge Ross.
But you all are disputing the fact that she came in and said, I hit the car.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, why are we here?
That's what we're wondering. Why?
No, you're not wondering why you're here. You're wondering why you should have to pay $800.
Yes, sir.
But you're not wondering why you're here. You're here because your daughter hit his BMW.
Well, she wouldn't have hit the car yet if he wouldn't have yelled at her,
How do you know that?
because she told us.
She said, if the mean, nasty, dirty old man had not yelled at me, I would have had the capability and the proficiency to have navigated around that car.
In her own words, yes.
Okay. Let's assume that she would have said that. Does it take away from the fact that she did hit the car? It does not.
It does not.
Based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, the gavel comes down in favor of the plaintiff. You're going to get your $800. Stop being so mean to these kids. All right? Judgment in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $800. That is the order. Case closed.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The co-defendants have been ordered to pay $800.
I'm glad that the judge found that for me.
I hope you feel like the big winner, the big man, the big bully.
Follow America's Court on Facebook and Twitter. This has been a production of Entertainment Studios.